Welcome to the 2021 UNC Gillings School Global Public Health Virtual Commencement Ceremony.
Congratulations, UNC Gillings School of Global Public Health graduates. You did it. You finished. And what a challenging time to have been a public health student. We celebrate you and 620 new Gillings graduates, your achievements, and the people who helped you along the way. In the invitation they wrote to our commencement speaker, our student government leaders said that Gillings students are passionate, purpose-driven, analytic, real-world dreamers with heart. They are the next generation of public health professionals and leaders. I could not agree more. For some of you, the COVID-19 pandemic dominated up to half your time as students. For each of you, your families and friends, it has been a life-changing event. For too many, it has been a tragedy that has taken the lives of people you love. Even when it ends, the pandemic will shape the world and the next part of your future. You are not likely to forget living through this catastrophe that stopped the world, sickened millions, killed more than 500,000 in this country alone, exacerbated and laid bare race-based inequities, and shook world economies, leaving millions jobless. You are graduates of Gillings, but you also are graduates of the pandemic, which taught you many lessons about the world, about public health, equity, and yourselves. You built resilience as you completed your degrees, although it was stressful, and for many, extremely so. You adapted to life and learning in this most difficult of times. You are stronger than you may know. Many of you had to find new internships and practica on short notice, but you did it. Students completing theses and dissertations and projects had to be incredibly resourceful, yet you did it. You were without your in-person friends and support systems for much of your time here, but you did it. You volunteered to help others in awesome numbers. You could have focused only on yourselves, but you stepped up to serve. You are an extraordinary group of public health graduates in the most extraordinary of times. You have strength you might not have discovered were it not for the pandemic. The world needs you. Public health is one of the planet's most important functions. It is critical for the present and future health and safety of the world. Your Gillings training and your resilience will prepare you to serve and lead the world through this crisis and any that occur in the future. Graduates, as you navigate the world in the aftermath of the pandemic, give yourselves some space and time to make sense of it all. Be patient and persevere. If everything does not go as planned, you may find new sources of excitement and satisfaction and opportunities you never even imagined. Be open to discovering your true places in the world. I like advice to persevere from Ted Kennedy, who had a lifelong passion to improve health care for all Americans. He said his greatest lesson learned in life was this: if you stick with it, work at it, persevere, you have a real opportunity to achieve something. Now, you might not reach your goal right away, but if you do your best and keep a true compass, persevere, you will get there. Persevere, Gillings grads. We believe in you and your capacity to achieve your dreams. You are the ones who can make the world safer, more equitable, healthier, and greener. We wish you professional success, love, good health, and peace. Discover your authentic selves and find joy in every day. Continue to work and volunteer in communities around the world and to fight for justice, equity, democracy, and fairness. We wish you, your families, and friends good health during this still trying time. I leave you with words from the Song of Songs, 2:11-12. While Judeo-Christian in origin, I hope the words have meaning for all. It goes like this. Lo, the winter is past, the rains are over and gone, flowers appear on the earth, the season of singing has come. The pandemic will end. It will end faster if people get vaccinated more quickly. Life is returning. The world awaits you. Go in peace and good health. It now is my pleasure to introduce our 2021 Gillings Commencement speaker, Dr. Cicely Mitchell. I cannot wait to hear from Dr. Mitchell, a double alumna of the Gillings School. Here is an excerpt from our students' invitation letter to her. Dr. Mitchell, your leadership in the field of biostatistics and in public health more broadly, as you've forged an impressive career over the past 20 years, is inspiring. Equally impressive and inspiring is your transformational influence on the city of Durham as an energetic, enthusiastic organizer and activist for inclusion and equity through music, art, and creative community building. Invested deeply in both public health and community-based arts and entertainment, you have a unique perspective on the impact and human toll of the COVID-19 pandemic that has turned our world upside down. Dr. Mitchell, thank you so much for being our speaker. You've made a positive difference in biostatistics and in the community where you live. Will you all join me virtually in welcoming Dr. Cicely Mitchell, our 2021 commencement speaker?
Thank you, Dean Reimer, for that lovely introduction. Thank you, Gillings Student Government Association, for the invitation. It is an honor to be your commencement speaker today. I still get goosebumps thinking about how 20 years ago I was graduating with my Master's of Science in Biostatistics from this same university. Thank you for this unique opportunity. At this time, before we embark on this journey together, let's briefly pause to take in this moment. Students, faculty, staff, families, and friends, take a few seconds to close your eyes, breathe, and reflect on all the people that helped make this moment happen. Reflect with me, if you will. Maybe you are the first in your family to graduate college or attain a master's or doctoral degree. Maybe you are from a legacy of doctors continuing the academic tradition. Whatever your lot in life, take a moment to appreciate how big this moment is for you and your family. Hello, class of 2021. Congratulations on reaching such a major milestone in your lives. Making it to this day is not only a testimony to your hard work and perseverance, but also your commitment to academic excellence and your grit and determination to overcome difficult challenges. The sacrifice of your time and effort is indeed an investment in your professional career in this exciting field of public health. I am Dr. Cicely Mitchell, two-time alumna of the School of Public Health. I'm a director of biostatistics at Syneos Health, a product of the biostatistics department here at UNC Chapel Hill, and the mathematics department at Tennessee State University, a HBCU in Nashville, Tennessee. Although I am a statistician by training, I am also a lover of jazz-influenced music that launched a music festival in downtown Durham. But these days, I feel more like a mentor, a coach, and a bridge builder. It took me a long time to write a single word of this speech. I don't know if it is the weight of the moment, the state of the world today, the expectation to say something memorable, or the desire to be funny and cool. For whatever reason, after accepting the invitation to speak at the #1 public school of public health in the country, I became frozen in a temporary mental paralysis for weeks as I struggled with what to say to you, class of 2021. Like any good statistician and researcher from this prestigious school, I approached this matter like any other problem-solving exercise. I turned on my music, stood at my desk, stared at a blank screen, and began to type. I wrote my aims for the speech. I studied the format of great commencement speeches. I viewed countless commencement speech videos, the Obamas, Oprah, Dr. Fauci, LeBron James, Beyonce, Bono, Will Ferrell, and many more. But who are we kidding? No joke that I tell today can top any joke that honorary Dr. Will Ferrell told at USC a few years ago. So I decided to stick to what I know, and that is how to research. I researched a lot about you, class of 2021, and you all are amazing individuals. You are diverse, cultural leaders, egalitarians, health champions for the underserved and underrepresented. You are stoic scientists, creative and curious change makers, and data-driven disruptors. But the quality I love most about you, though, is you all are survivors. Some of you recovered from illnesses, injury, violence, the pandemic, and yes, even sleep deprivation. I've heard that some of you may have traveled home internationally and logged on at all hours of the night for classes halfway around the world. I want you all to know that today is your day to be seen and recognized. I see you and I honor you. I typed openings, closings, and points to consider. And after weeks of doing this, I noticed a pattern. I had so much advice to give, so many nuggets and major keys for you all to grab a hold of and remember. Finally, after reading the commencement invitation for what seemed to be the 100th time, I started writing a speech about the transformative power of a Gillings public health education. This speech would send you off into the world pumped up to tackle the current pandemics of COVID, racism, and inequity. This speech would give you the confidence you need to approach new public health problems that are developing today and bring into your view solutions to old systemic issues as well. And I would be the coolest School of Public Health commencement speaker ever. But truthfully, I haven't felt like this is my podium to approach, my microphone to speak into, or my camera to focus on and share words of inspiration until right now, until this very moment. So today's commencement speech will not be about the power of a Gillings public health education. Rather, this speech is all about the transformative power of you, class of 2021. What do I mean when I proclaim the transformative power of you? I mean, you are causing change in public health. You are causing someone's life to be different or better in some important way. You are creating transformative public health outcomes. You, class of 2021, have transformative power and are forces to be reckoned with. After all, you guys rock. You have completed degree requirements and survived a whole pandemic. In the next few minutes, I will present evidence that you all have transformative power. This evidence will be woven together with lessons I have learned in my 20 years of practicing biostatistics and clinical trials and my 10 years of community arts presenting. You have the power to transform public health because, 1, you are a public servant. 2, you trust the process. And 3, you use your power for good. Class of 2021, you have transformative power. How do I know? Every day you dig in, you dig deep, attacking public health problems, and you give yourselves away. You are trained to be the ultimate public servants. Transformative power begins with you becoming better so that you can do better. I've read stories about how you've served your community. You have designed nutrition speaker series. You've organized minority student caucuses. You've done HIV prevention and research in global LGBTQ communities, and the list of achievements goes on. To even seek a degree in public health is a recognition at the onset that your life is not your own. You are a part of a bigger design, and your life's purpose is bigger than you. Your sole motivation and commitment is to positively affect change in issues of health in your local community, your state, your country, and ultimately the world. You've written papers on health as a human rights issue. You have taken the initiative to step outside of your own life and into someone else's. It takes time to care, encourage, empathize, organize, and implement strategies to better someone else's life. You have agreed to give your life wholeheartedly to the pursuit of health research and practice to make lives better. This is such a humbling and respectable endeavor. In my line of work, there are daily tasks such as reviewing protocols, developing statistical analysis plans, developing CDISC specifications, and statistical analysis using SAS programming. I meet with study teams and clients, all in the pursuit and effort in improving the health of the world. Now, when I first started this line of work, 5 p.m. couldn't come fast enough. Now, I lose track of the hours because I am having the best time of my life managing other statisticians and overseeing countless clinical trials. You have this power to do the same. You affect change as a public servant. To my second point, you trust the process. Transformative power is not a given or something you are born with. It is developed over time. Your trust in the process is essential to building power over time. Think of this as a muscle or working out. Now, I work out each morning at 6 a.m. and my trainer pushes me beyond my limits each day. No pain, no gain. Trust the process. All these mottos are on the wall at the private gym. This is the process you've endured and overcome while here at Gillings. You've studied hard, you completed your homeworks, taken exams, defended your thesis. You've developed and flexed all the academic muscles possible. Like most things in life, the planning period of time is much longer than the actual milestone. Because of this process of making things happen, especially changing lives, I suggest you choose things that make absolutely perfect sense for a successful outcome. For example, almost 10 years ago, I had a crazy dream to launch a music festival for my beloved city, Durham. The idea came quickly. The process took 18 months to fundraise, program, plan, and execute. The festival lasted only 3 days in multiple venues and presented over 50 national and local bands. Over time, this event would bring close to $1 million in revenue for the city of Durham. Now let's recap. One idea, 18 months, 3 days, to make a difference in an entire city. Now, it may have taken you 2 years to get your master's, 6 to 12 years to get your doctoral degree, 20 years for me to get to directorship, 9 months maybe to birth your first child. Recognizing that life is a bunch of planning and processes stitched together with major milestones helps you choose wiser. Enjoy the waiting time, perfect the process, build strong teams, implement best practices. Who here listening to me knows that waiting time does not mean wasting time? Most of you will interview or have interviewed at companies or postdocs for the next step. Know that your purpose during that time is to interview them just as much as they are interviewing you. You will spend 40 to 50 hours of peak productivity time per week with these people. So choose a space that aligns with your values, a space where you will thrive, a place worth getting out of bed and tuning out your loved ones for, a place where you are celebrated, not just tolerated. Which leads me to my third point. You use your transformative power for good. There are a number of biostatisticians that are smarter, more prolific, and possibly better speakers. However, people connect with people and their stories, their energy, their heart. And I was told the number one reason why the City of Durham stakeholders invested in launching a jazz festival was not because of the jazz scene. It was their connection to the energy and the vision in which the idea was pitched. I was using whatever passion I had to influence an entire city's resources. I was using my powers for good. And you will too. You will pitch for that speaker series, community health outreach program, nutrition program, and people will fund it. They'll follow it, they'll like it, because they connect with the power and good within you. Class of 2021, you have completed and received the best education possible, a Gillings School of Public Health Education. It has transformed you in many ways, but only you have the power to transform the world. Remember these 3 things as you enter into the next phase of your careers. You all are public servants. You trust the process, and you will use your powers for good. May these words be encouraging on your special day. Congratulations, graduates. Go forth and transform the world.
Good afternoon, Dean Reimer, faculty, staff, family, friends, and members of the UNC Gillings School of Global Public Health, Class of 2021. My name is Joanna Conley, and I'm honored to serve as chair of the Gillings School Alumni Association Advisory Board. It is my privilege to be one of the first to offer congratulations to our new graduates. You have made it through a year of unprecedented challenges to earn a degree from one of the world's best public health programs. The fact that I'm addressing you remotely in no way dampens my pride in your amazing accomplishment, and I sincerely hope you feel the full weight of your achievement. I am thrilled to welcome you to our Alumni Association. As chair, this is one of many opportunities that I get to connect with the Gillings community and growing network of alumni, but it's one that I look forward to the most. Staying connected has been so rewarding, and I am so grateful to this community for all it has given me. My degrees from the Gillings School and my time here have connected me to opportunities that shaped my career. Connection is a key element of public health, whether it's connecting people to opportunities for better health or research to practice. Though Gillings alumni span disciplines and departments, we share the mission of improving health and well-being and eliminating health inequities. The breadth of experience we bring to that mission is a consistent source of inspiration for me, and I hope you'll stay involved with the school as you move forward in your lives and careers. Next, you'll hear from our Vice Chair, Dr. Kristen Black.
Thank you, Joanna. I too would like to start by saying congratulations. As graduates of the Gillings School, you've learned skills that will shape your careers, and you form relationships that will last a lifetime. While I look forward to a time, hopefully not too far away, when we can gather in person, we have certainly gotten a lot of practice doing things remotely. I remember the moment I turned the tassel, and hope you are as proud as I was, and still am, to be a member of this outstanding group. The fact that during the chaos of the past year, the Gillings School was again ranked the #1 public school of public health, and the sole inhabitant of that position, no less, only adds to that pride. Like Joanna, I remain focused on the mission we share, and I have found time and time again that working together is one of the great strengths of the Gillings way. With a group of alumni that is now over 20,000 strong, think about all the good we can do together. I urge you to stay involved. Joining the Alumni Association is a good deal. In fact, it's free. Just make sure to update your information in our directory. We love to hear about the great things Gillings grads end up doing, and we like talking about them to anyone who will listen. Lifting you up lifts us all. I love to help our grads get jobs and connect current students with resources at my alma mater. We are here to serve you as you move forward with exciting and important careers in public health, and to be your bridge back to the place, resources, and people at UNC who supported your academic journey. Welcome to the Gillings alumni community, and best wishes on your journey ahead. Again, congratulations.
Hello, my name is Dr. William Visuete. I'm an associate professor in the Environmental Sciences and Engineering Department of UNC Gillings School of Global Public Health. It is my pleasure and privilege to announce the moment you have all been waiting for. Thank you to the parents, children, friends, and all family who have supported our graduates in their pursuit for higher education. And to the faculty and staff of UNC Gillings School who work so hard to enhance the Gillings experience for all of our graduates. The success celebrated today is because of the love and consistent support you have given to the 2021 graduates. Without further ado, it is my pleasure to introduce you to the degree candidates for Bachelor of Science in Public Health, Master of Public Health, Doctoral in Public Health for 2021 of the UNC Gillings School of Global Public Health. Congratulations, graduates. We are so proud of you and eager to see you leave your mark in the field of public health.